Welcome to BitByBit-Code channel. In this today video, we will be learning about the React Context API, where we will be learning about the mastering the state management beyond the prop drilling. So we'll be having the 2 to 3 scenarios in this one, and with the example, we'll be learning in this video. So what is React Context? So context provider is a way to pass data through the component tree without manually passing prop drilling down multiple levels. It creates a global state that components can access gradually and the depth in the components hierarchy. And then, apart from this one, think of it as a tunnel that allows data to follow directly to any component that needs it. So here, like what is prop drilling? We will understand that first. So basically, everyone knows here props, and if you are not aware with the props, then go to my channel and there you can see the props, one of the YouTube video. There you can learn that properly. So in this one, like what will happen properly. So whenever we are passing the props, normally that is one-to-one component. That is one of the easy. And if something, if we have passed the data, then only that component is going to render. But what if a component is a nested one, like inside one, at at that time, what will happen? It need to be first sent to its parent, then it's we need to send it to the child. So what will happen here, we need to interact with the intermediate component. By that, what will happen here, the parent will also going to render and child is also going to render. But here, rendering the parent is not necessary, but still we need to pass the props. Because of that reason, it is going to render. Okay, means in simple words, like if I want to contact you, like I am not having your contact number, so I need to I need to take help of one of our friend, and that friend knows you. So at the time, what will happen, I need to tell him that this person need to do that work or this work. Then instead of directly contacting from A to C, I need to take help of A to B, and B will interact with C. So what will happen, B is without any reason, B is getting interacted here. So that's the proper link. So to avoid this one, we are using the context API. That means A can contact to C directly. Now, how context works? So create context means it is having three steps. One is the create the context. Second one is the wrap inside the provider, and third one is the consume. So it is having the three stages. So inside this three, by using these three stages only, we can achieve the context provider. And then this is one of the small example you can just practice at home. So why, because I have already shown you how to use the use state and use effect. So and this one is easy. So inside that one, so what you can do, and apart from that, one of the example also I have shown in use ref, like how to play a song and how to stop a song. So like that way you can use the any one of this one. So and you can solve the example. Now we'll be moving to the VS Code, and we will learn about context provider in of the easy way. Now I have started the VS Code, and here I have already created two files. One is so here you can see that context API, like one of the folder name, and inside that context.jsx, and another one is the footer.jsx. So what you need to do, you need to create two different components. Okay, one is app context.jsx, another one is the footer.jsx. So what I will write rfc. So this is one of the basic one. And then instead of this app context, okay, I will wrap inside the something as provider. Okay, app provider. So now the file name will be having some different name while using this one. And then we need to do one another thing, we need to create the context, right? So how to create a context? So I will const, okay, const whatever the file name is there, write the same thing, app context is equal to create context. Sometimes you will not get the suggestions, so you can just write it properly with camel case, so you can understand that. And then we need to import the create context, and then everything is fine. Now what we need to do, we need to export this one, export const Okay, app context is equal to create context, and inside this one everything is fine. And then here we need to pass the props, so that whenever the child are being used, so they can use it properly. And here we don't require any kind of div, so I will remove currently. And then whatever the this one above variable name you have given, copy that same thing and paste here, and then close that one like this. Means it should have one opening tag and another one is the closing tag. Okay, okay, I think okay. Here we have missed one small thing. Dot provider. Okay. Now, now make the same thing. Means provider means what it is going to do. It is going to provide the data for all the uh, intermediate, means whatever the childs are there, that is going to use. And then now here, now the childs need to be accessed. So for that, what I will do, props dot children, all the nested, means children files can be accessing, can access this file, what wherever the file can be nested. Means it is like a depth of 5 times 10 times of this component also, then also still it can access the file. Or else what will happen, it will leads to prop drilling. So to avoid the prop drilling, we are using the context API, and to avoid the context API also we are having the redux. So maybe in the next upcoming videos we can learn that one also. Okay, and then next year, uh, okay, I will create one small value, something, one dummy value. Okay, and that dummy value need to be sent to that particular another this one component data is to something 1 2 3 4 I will add. Okay, and this data need to be sent to all the other components. Now here what is happening, I have created the data and that data is been sent as a value to the provider. Means inside this all the children's wherever we are accessing, all they can access it properly. Now what is okay, now we'll come to footer.jsx. Then I will write RFC. Here we are not having any that much of headache thing. Okay, we can do in a simple way. Okay, now we need to import that particular footer. Okay, const data is equal to, okay, use context, use context of, okay, what like app context. Okay, now it has been imported properly. App context and use context, everything is working fine. And then next year I will add that data so that it can be accessed. And here I will just write one hello so that it can render properly. Now everything is fine. Now main thing is inside the app.jsx, we need to wrap the this one. Okay, this whatever the another app provider we have written the function name, call that function name here. Okay, something as what was the name, app provider. Okay, and then open and close this one. After closing this here, we need to add the footer inside this one. Means whatever the like those who are they need to access the they need the data. We need to wrap that particular component inside the provider. Then only it can get the data, and then we need to start the server cd, like we navigate to a particular directory npm run dev. Okay, npm run dev. Now you can see hello and 1 2 3 4 both are getting printed. And now I will make one small change, that is footer. Okay, footer is inside the provider component, but if I make it as outside this component, then you can see that the data will be not at all printing, and we will see something errors. Okay, no errors will be shown. Why? Because the context provider like the data is haven't received there, but context has been created. So because of that reason we won't get the any kind of error, but the data will be not going to print. Actually here I have like one of the smallest example I have shown you, but in the real world, like in a company when you join a company, or like in a something when you are creating a big projects, at the time this kind of scenario will be little bit not same, but the kind of example I have shown you, that is similar. Means uh, there will be having the bigger logics and all the many things will some lot of things will be there that you need to understand one by one. So practice more and more on the projects so that you will get to know how to use the context API. And I will save this one, and now it is working. Okay, and apart from this one, I will I will create one. I will take on another one, something. Okay, hello world.jsx is there. So in this hello world.jsx, again, what I will do, I will print. Okay, I will print that data. Let the data is equal to use context of, okay, app context. Now you can see the data will be not at all printing. Okay, I need to import this one, and okay, I will save, and now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. I have just shared the 1, 2, 3, 4 as a my data so that you can understand easily. This is one of the easiest example. Apart from this one, you will not see any kind of easy method. And here we have just written like one variable, and we are passing 1, 2, 3, 4. But in the like main projects, we'll be writing bigger logics or something that we need to export, and after that we need to use that one something inside the photo.jsx and something somewhere else. Why we are using why? Because in the sense here we need to pass the data, okay, to means write one time and use many times. So for that we are having this one, and apart from that we can pass this data globally. Means this like you can see that hello world is somewhere else, and this kind of app.context is somewhere else. Means I can pass the props from anywhere to this particular components, and whatever I want I can use. And if I don't want this kind of things, then I can suppose in app.context I have written all, suppose if I have written 20 lines of code, and that each and every 20 lines of variable. Okay, and here whatever the like variable I want I can access here. So you can just practice at home, like about the toggling the light turn off and turn on. So like that examples you can do. Thanks for watching the video.